The cleaning lady. Da 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 da. I need a drink after listening to this album, that's for sure. Well, Lamb of God released a new album called the self-titled album. It was supposed to be released in early May. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, they pushed it back to June. Well, that's understandable, isn't it? After listening to this album about 4 or 5 times, there are certain weaknesses. There are also some strong points as well. And today I'm going to give you my honest review of Lamb of God, the self-titled album. Randy Blythe has been through hell of a lot, especially throughout his trial. But we're not going to talk about the political side, even though Lamb of God really mentioned about politics. The lyrics overall on this album are pretty out there, that's for sure. And if you read the lyrics and you're saying, whoa, these guys absolutely fucking hate the world. But what I do really enjoy is the perspective of things, especially throughout New Colossal Hate. Overall, this album, in my opinion, is definitely the weakest. The production on this album is fan-fucking-tastic. Do love the drum tone. It's not overpowering, and Art Cruz, the new drummer of Lamb of God, does a really good fucking job throughout this album. Chris Adler left the band back in 2019. Art Cruz came along, and damn, he sounds exactly like Chris Adler, especially with the double kicks and the nice drum fills and use of the cymbals. A lot of cymbals that Chris Adler used to use. Good job by Art Cruz throughout this album, really putting his foot in the Lamb of God discography, and I really enjoyed his drumming throughout this album. The guitar tones on this album are pretty good, and overall the balancing, the mixing, the overall production, very good. But it's the content that makes this album a little bit disappointing. So first of all, let's kick off with Memento Mori. This is the best song off the record. This was the second single, so Randy Blythe really explores with his vocals and his dynamic range, and I do really enjoy the really withering vocals, especially the introduction, the build up towards such a hard, energetic chorus. Memento Mori! And his screams and everything like that is absolutely fantastic. It's the same, don't waste this day. Wake up, wake up, wake up! What I love is also Mark Morton's guitar riffs throughout the song and the nice little guitar licks that overall produce such an element of surprise throughout the song. And it's definitely one of the longest songs off the album, running about 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Some really nice solos and even a breakdown as well, incorporating roots of that groove, thrash metal, and even some metalcore elements throughout this song. It really escalates towards next level. Now I just feel Memento Mori maybe should have ended the fucking album. The last song on the hook is just a huge downer. It really is. It's like a flaccid dick. Then we got Checkmate. Checkmate, the worst song off the album. It really is. I don't like this song. Isn't very good. It's not a very good Lamb of God song. It's an okay song. It just sounds very similar to Memento Mori, especially guitarist by Mark Morton, and even the drumming as well by Art Cruz, even Randy Blythe's vocals as well. And it's just not a very good song by Lamb of God. We lead on to Gears. Empty actions to fill the time. Commercial gods keep you in line. Gears is a much more better song by this band. Now, one factor is the vocal performance by Randy. His vocals are absolutely fantastic. That chorus is quite chilling as well. I do love the groovy riffs throughout this song. And the guitar solo, you finally get a fucking good guitar solo, which is very rare on this album. That guitar solo absolutely soars. I love how prominent the bass is throughout this song. It leads on to Reality Bath. Anguish steps through the ashes of a blackened plain. Used to walk the jungle there. Which is it's an okay song by Lamb of God, I suppose. It's definitely not the best, but again, the same monotonous shit happening throughout the instrumentals, and Mark Morton incorporates the same sort of riffs that you hear from Gears and Checkmate and Memento Mori, and I just want something fucking different. That That's all I want. I want something different for this song, but you don't get anything different from this song. And this is when the boredom starts to kick in. The boredom starts to kick in from this very fucking song. Leads on to New Colossal Hate.
Waves on horizons.
Definitely the strongest song of the album. It's so damn good. It's the third single for Lamb of God as well. And it's just a fucking fantastic song. It's perspective of the Statue of Liberty looking upon America and saying, oh God, what a huge mess you have made. What a huge mess you have made to my country, cunts. So then we lead on to Resurrection Man.
I've come to bring your carcass clean.
Resurrection Man is not a very good song. It's cheesy at times. The lyrics aren't very good. It's very strong political bass. I just don't really like this song. Again, the same sort of monotonous guitar riffs with the drum fills as well. They're trying too hard to make this song stand out.
I'm the resurrection man. I tackle in a three-piece suit. Different taxes for
Randy Blythe's vocals are very good on this song, as always. I do love his vocals, very dynamic and raw in tone. Again, you get the same sort of guitar licks and overall the same sort of groove in that song than the other songs you had just fucking heard. We lead on to Poison Dream featuring Jamie Juster from Hatebreed.
chemical warfare. We
Yeah, it's an okay song. You know what? You know what's different about this song? You know what's different about this song is finally you get a different vocalist for this song, but it's like all these songs just bleed in together. It's the same sort of groove metal that you expect from Lamb of God. It's nothing really special apart from the vocals from Jamie, who he does a great job as well. And I do really love his vocal style. And Randy Blythe does also a great job, but again, his vocals can get quite monotonous and quite boring throughout this song. Leads on to Routes. Routes is another okay song by Lamb of God. It's also featuring Chuck Billy from Testament, and Chuck Billy's vocals are very good as well. You get some really nice guitar riffs, very different. It's a very different style song. What is disappointing about this song is a little bit too short. It's a little bit too short. I wanted more for this song, but yeah, that's about it. This song is too short, should have been a little bit longer. Lead on to Bloodshot Eyes, which is a good song by Lamb of God.
Bloodshot eyes and wasted time. You're everything I love.
It's a good song because Randy Blythe incorporates different vocal styles, cleaner vocals throughout this song. And this is definitely one of my favorite songs off the album, just because I just love that chorus. It's quite melodic. It's got that melodic groove. Really reminds you of something out of Sturm und Drang. Something out of that, because it's got that melodic tone. Like Sturm und Drang was definitely a melodic sort of album. This could easily have fit in the Sturm und Drang, because I just absolutely really enjoyed that album.
You'll be too easy to forget.
This is a different song and something different for the self-titled album. So I actually really enjoyed this song. And then we lead on the hook.
Contract to death. Prescription for a homicide.
There's no climax to the end of the album, and you want climax. That's why I feel that Memento Mori should have ended off the album. It should have ended off the album because it would have been a great way to just blow your mind, especially at the end. And On the Hook shouldn't have ended the album, and because it just leaves you down. It just leaves you down after listening to this. Not a very good song. This whole album feels so formulaic. It's predictable, and it's the worst album by Lamb of God, by far. So for Lamb of God, self-titled, I will give this a solid, okay, 4.5 out of 10, because seriously, I lost interest halfway through the album, and it was just a chore to actually try and finish off this album, and I had to listen to it again to understand more of the album, but I just wanted to finish this album. So yeah, 4.5 out of 10 it gets.
Bloodshot eyes and wasted time. You're everything I love.
So yeah, there'll be a lot of angry comments below, and you know what? It's okay. Express your opinion. Say you hate me. It's okay. We're all family here. And yeah, so I might join in the discussion as well. So drop a like or dislike the video if you want, and I will see you in the next one.